Lesson 17. 75 years of work in 25 years. To achieve success, do you agree that we all have to go through hardships? Let's take bitterness as hardship. Let's assume that to succeed in life, you are required to eat 40 kilograms of bitterness. Would you prefer to finish it within 10 years or over 40 years? Successful people would likely choose to finish it in 10 years or even faster. That choice, however, will require the person to eat 4 kilograms worth of bitterness every year, which is 400% more than their counterparts who chose the 40-year path. Entrepreneurship typically leads to the first path of exposing you to more challenges and hardship than our counterparts who are employees. That's the reason why people who are self-made millionaires do mostly sales or business. There are of course self-made millionaires in employment, but I'm respectfully suggesting that they got there with a longer time frame, for they choose to eat only 1 kilogram of bitterness a year. Whether you're in sales, business, or in employment, are we able to shorten the time required for us to achieve our goals? The answer is yes. If you can achieve 75 years of work in 25 years, that would definitely shorten your learning curve. The formula is as such. To first compress 25 years into your first 5 years, which requires you to work 500% harder than your peers. Next, to squeeze 20 years into another 5 years, which is at 400% effort level. Then, 15 years into the next 5 years, which is at 300%. You can then start to slow down by shortening 10 years of work into 5 years, which is at 200%. Finally, for the last 5 years, you can work at the same tenacity as your peers. We must first understand that success is about paying a price before we can claim a price. The next question is, when do we pay it? If we pay it now, we have to pay it at face value. If we pay it later, it's like taking on an extended loan tenure for a housing installment where you will end up paying more due to compounded interest. In my second year after I graduated from NUS, I was feeling very stressed from work and went to my mentor for advice. He asked me what my income would be if I achieved my goals for this year. Based on that income, what would the job scope of another person in the corporate world be like? What kind of stress and extreme hard work would he need to go through? It was only then did I understand that with an income of $100,000, there is a pay package of $100,000 of happiness, joy, stress, and pressure. Are you mentally ready for it? After the first 5 years, you can reward yourself by working at a slightly slower pace, at 400% compared to your peers. Subsequently, 300%, then 200%. In the final 5 years window, you can work exactly like how your peers work. If you stick to this mentality, you are already mentally prepared to pour in the hard work. Thus, you already won part of the battle. In your 20s and 30s, you are likely to not have much commitments like children and marriage. With time and ambition on your hands, you can strive for victory rather than facing an uphill battle in your later years. The first 24 years of our life is usually quite standard because we all go through the same system and graduate. The real game changer comes when we are 24 to 36 years old. This is where we can make a difference in our life and make things happen. Pay the price while you still can. The prize is yours. You're meant to be a champion. Thank you for joining me in this lesson. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also follow me on all my social media platforms here. And I'll see you in the next one.